Hey everybody, it's Steven GetMoneyMyrick here, and today I will be doing some gameplay footage of the Labyrinth Adventure. That was one of the commentaries that came out in my last video where I tried to do a guide about the Labyrinth Adventures. People were asking for gameplay, so this way you can watch me make all the mistakes that I tell you not to make in the previous video, and that everything I said ends up being completely wrong. But we will go ahead and we'll see. I have set up this account to basically be a free-to-play run, and by that I mean I went ahead and I have the 60 pickaxes from 4 days, 4 times 15. I went ahead and bought 33 more from the store, and I bought the package of 12 so that I have 105 pickaxes, which is how many you would get if you didn't spend any gems at all and you didn't buy the event package at all. So we're going to be running through because I had guessed that you might be able to get there to level 6 as a free-to-play player. One thing I will say is I'm starting with Asmodel right now, but I am going to do what I talked about at the very end of my video, which is switch to Scarlet Queen Halora after I use energy, probably. So that will affect a little bit of results, because if you were pure free to play, I would recommend just sticking with Asmodel. And obviously I can make mistakes too, and we'll kind of just see what happens. Already my pathing here is kind of weird, but I just wanted to show this off and see how much what I said actually pans out, because I had the net number of pickaxes required, around like 17.6 or so, or 17.2, but I've seen numbers as high as like 18 and a half or so. So obviously at 6 levels, that's an extra 6 pickaxes you're not getting. So we'll just kind of see what our luck is. I will be keeping track of how many pickaxes I use, how many tiles I clear on each level, and I'll have the results at the end of the video for that. And I did want to say that if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. But with that, let's go ahead and get into actually doing the adventure here. So you can see I have 91 pickaxes right now. It's because for my video yesterday, I went through and did clear some stuff, and I've picked up 1 pickaxe as well. We're at 15 out of 32 energy, so we don't have to worry about energy right now. I did want to say I think it will help people if they come up with a clear plan for their hero ability and what they're going to be doing. For Asmodel, for example, it might make sense just to like clear out in columns so that you can kind of monitor your energy. And instead of having, these weird paths that make it confusing about where you need to be and everything, you can just leave it in a column. And then once your energy's up, one before, you click in an adjacent column, and then you release your energy and you clear that column, because it clears the column that you're on, not the column that's in front of him, if that makes any sense. Same thing with Scarlet Queen Halora. It probably still makes sense to clear in blocks, and then maybe like go out 2 when you have 2 energy left, and then do hers, and then that way you can get all 7 around her. So we can kind of show that off if it gets to that point. But I think having a very clear plan of how you're going to use your active and your energy, I think that will make people's lives easier. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start clearing now. So we will see how many tiles. We started using 15, so now we're at 19 here, and now we're at 20. And obviously you can tell that from our energy, and we're at 21. So that was our first opportunity to get the exit. We'll go ahead and collect this pickaxe here. And 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, not the best luck, but if we found it on the 28th, obviously make sure to claim all before you move on to the next level. Moving on to the second floor now. Again, I'm just going to kind of set this up for Asmodel's ultimate. Hopefully we don't get some awkward things. So here, right, I don't actually want to pick that up at all, right? I don't want to pick up that mana crystal. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click here first, and then I'm going to release his ultimate, and that should clear this whole line here. You can get 5. And then I'm going to pick up the energy after I've done it. And it is funny how, life hits you, because I did say I was going to switch to Scarlet Queen Halora after I used my ultimate. And you can see I already made the mistake, and I picked up the energy with Asmodel. So at this point, I definitely need to go through and continue to use Asmodel until I get to another energy, which was against the point of what I was trying to do, which is have energy overload. But it's okay. I mean, that's, like I said, it's the first time we're all going to make mistakes, even though I come out all confident, like I know I'm talking about, mistakes happen. But we'll go through and we'll continue clearing here. Wow, pretty lucky here getting some more energy. So that means we got 6 energy already on this level, which is great. And like I said, I think just keeping it, and we'll go ahead and pick it up too so that we don't overfill. And I think just keeping it here in squares is just going to make your life a lot easier. It can also make it easier too to count, what you've got in and how many you've used. And we got another energy. Wow. All the energy. Awesome, awesome. So now we're at 22 tiles spent. So we're one past. Here's 23. So that was a pretty lucky run there. Nice, nice, nice. And we got that 8 energy. So that was a super, super, super good level. Go ahead and claim all. And we will go on to the next one. Okay, we are on level 3 now. And we're just going to go through down this line here. Go ahead and grab the energy. And just continue going down a line here. We got the ×2. We'll go have 1, then we'll go here, and then we will use his activated ability. Boom, we got the treasure shard. Okay, now I am going to switch to Scarlet Queen Halora. Again, if you were going pure free to play, I would recommend that you stay with Asmodel, but I most likely will be getting, well, I definitely will be getting more pickaxes as this goes on, and there's more stuff throughout the week. Make sure I'm at 0 energy so I don't feel bad. Yep, we're at 0 energy. Sweet. Okay, and I'm just going to continue going in this column here. No concern really at all of what we're going to do. Trying to look for a totem here or the exit. Either of those would be nice. If +4 energy is very nice. Okay, so we've now used 16, so 6, 12, 18 plus 5, 23. We've used 23. The ×2 will carry over if we don't find a totem. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So bad luck on that one. But we did collect 6 energy, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and claim all, which means that we better, you know, get really lucky on this first tile that we hit here. And see what we get, because we're going to get some bonuses on it for sure. So let's see what these double bonus rewards are. We got some stones and we got some gold. So it didn't work out super well, unfortunately. But we'll go ahead. We'll go down the line here. And we're just spending our pickaxes. We got another double bonus. Okay, so here we've got the totem, and it's kind of a little hard. We'll see where it lights up here. Okay, that's kind of easy. We will get this one, and then we'll click the double bonus, and then we'll click this one. Okay, so I'm going to leave this spot right here next to the profit orb for the Halora alt. So when I'm at 42, I'll click here, and then I'll click the 7 around it. So I've already kind of like planned out in my head about where I'm going to go. It is actually kind of awkward. Where am I at? 6, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is the problem. Like, I don't know that I actually want to use the Halora alt because 21, 22. Oh, so this is the problem. Like, go ahead and we'll click here, and hopefully we get the exit. So this is the problem, because I'm at 23 tiles cleared right now, and so I could use the Scarlet Queen Halora alt, and that will reveal the exit. And I'll probably go ahead and do that, but that is potentially overhitting, because we could get lucky and we could get it at 24, 25, 26, and then we could clear, you know, the alt on the next level. So for the sake of viewership here, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, but it's going to feel so bad if we unlock the energy crystal too is the problem. And we have the totem. Let's go ahead and click the totem and see where it says the stuff is. Oh, this is really hard. I'm going to go ahead and claim all. What did you do? So I'm at 23. I'm not going to use the alt. I'm going to save it for the next level. 24, 25. And this is another thing people ask, you know, should you really be doing this one because you know it's not the exit, 26. So, like, is a super wishing coin like that extra pickaxe worth of value? And some people are going to have to decide whether it is or isn't. 27. And this is what I was saying. God, what if we unlock the energy here? Now it's a complete waste. Oh. And I think I have to use the energy. This is like the worst case scenario. So, you know, this is where the RNG comes into play. This is only going to clear 3, but it's clearing 3. I'll get the +4 on my next one, which right now, if I don't collect it, it won't do anything. So we're going to go ahead and use it. Man, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. get that +4 energy. And that's what I was talking about. Like it's really about that overhitting decision and lining up your energy. Oh man. So that was incredibly embarrassing and just bad and not good and all that stuff. Go ahead and see where we're going. Okay, so obviously that didn't go how I wanted it to go. I did reveal a few things though that I can learn from. Specifically, the thing that is really sticking out to me is where I screwed up in my calculations yesterday in the previous video I did, because I was treating energy earned as a tile. And then the reality is, like, getting a +4 energy does not equal +4 tiles. It equals, like for Halora, it equals 4 divided by 43 times 7 tiles, because it's building up towards that active. So that means that my math of how I got to that 17.2 net pickaxes per clear is incorrect. And that has a pretty big effect, because it takes that 17.2 and it makes it closer to like 19 and a half. So I think, like, I've seen some numbers about the high 18s, I've seen the 19s, and I think you really need to be planning more on that 19 number than the 17.2 that I'd estimated yesterday, because this really made it clear to me that while I was like pretty confident that free-to-play players are going to be able to get without spending any gems, I mean, the fact that we have 105 right now means that, you know, you're probably not going to be able to clear it. Now granted, I had some very, very bad luck here. You can tell by the Halora stuff. You could say some of it was my own doing, some of it was being cocky, some of it was I knew what could happen as far as, you know, reducing my luck. I probably should have used that Halora active in stage 5, but I didn't, or in stage 4. And finding that +4 energy is what really was the nail in the coffin. So potentially we would have gotten through level 5 here with better stuff. You know, I cleared what, 12 tiles, 6, 5, 12 tiles so far. We would need 9 more. Maybe not exactly, but pretty close to clearing level 5. And then with gems, you'd be able to get that 6-star chest. So that puts this much more in line with like the gems that you're spending for Imps Adventure. That being said, I do like, sorry, I said 6-star chest. I meant the quad hero chest. I mean, that's, I do like this mode. I've seen people dunking on it. That's just a copy of Imps Adventure. I think this is more fun. I think it's more interesting. I think it's more random, obviously, which can have some feel-bad moments, but also some feel-good moments to go along with it. But in total here, like I said, I've got some stats about how many pickaxes I used on average. That 23 is really bad luck, honestly. It did not pan out very well for me. And I just feel bad for showing you all how much of a failure I can be. But yeah, I would still say you can get the 6-star chest spending gems as a free-to-play player, but that it's pretty unlikely that you're going to be able to get there just with 105, because my math was wrong and it's not that 17, it's really more like 19. And so when you add up, you know, 6 levels times 2, that's like 24. And so you're really looking more at like those higher number pickaxes you have to be buying with gems in order to get to level 6. So I hope you found this video helpful. You know, I wanted to show some gameplay. Maybe you learned from some of my mistakes about, you know, being a little too cocky with when you use your ultimate and some of the bad things that can happen. Hopefully you also learned some lessons about, you know, being smart about where you're going to be using your active and thinking about that, and just going down in blocks being, in my opinion, the easiest way to manage that. The big mistake I made in my previous video is that I assumed that energy was equal to a tile. And I was not thinking that, no, actually, like a +4 energy is 4/33 of Halora's active, which clears 7 tiles. So it's 4 divided by 43 times 7 is how many tiles that +4 energy is actually worth. So that was a big mistake by me. Previous video was pretty optimistic about what you're going to be able to get done. It's definitely a little bit more than that, and that's part of the learning process. You know, I feel bad every time I put something out and it's incorrect, but I'm also one of the first people to admit if I make a mistake. So I hope you found this video helpful. That's all I have for today, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.